Make this little video for you real quick, show you how to navigate this. You can pass this on to your clients or whatever you need to do. This is your interactive virtual tour. This is not your video that you have on your web page. So you see my mouse here moving around. So this right here is to open up that highlight reel and close it. The little film button. Okay? That opens that up. Each of these is a highlight where if you hit the play button, it will take a walk through the property. And this is essentially where your video is created and then put to music and stuff. Your video is not interactive. But so if we jump ahead, you say the dollhouse is too small and so on. We get rid of that. And let's hit play. That'll go away. This thing up here will disappear momentarily. It's because I paused it. And now you see it's just running through. This is not in your video meant to be interactive. I'll show you where it is interactive. So you see it's going to run through. So I'm going to pause this, pause the guided tour, and I'm going to shrink it down. So now you see we have three other icons. Explore, your dollhouse, then you can look at your dollhouse, and then you can look at your floors. When you pick the floor selector, you can go to any floor. You can do that whether you're in the dollhouse, which is here, and you can eliminate floors, or you can select all the floors. Now, your dollhouse can be moved around either by grabbing it and holding it with your mouse. I'm holding down the mouse button and moving it around. Or you can use your up, down, left, right arrow keys to spin it and do whatever you want with it. You see? So the other thing you can do is if you grab hold of it and slide, you can actually, you don't even have to grab it. If you just, on your mouse, if you have a scroll, you can slide your finger forward and it zooms you in. You can slide your finger away and it zooms you out. Or if you don't, you can grab it and it will pull that in towards you. The other thing you can, like I said, you can do all of this. Now, all of these bubbles around it that are in blue are your 360 exterior images. And that's how they show up this way. The green ones are a different 360 image on the outside. The blue one with the person, just like the person down below here, always brings you back in the house. And in the house, I'm going to use the arrow keys and take a walk. You can walk around the house. You can look at anything you want to look at. There's the nice kitchen. I want to zoom in on the kitchen. I have a mouse that has a scroll wheel. You can scroll in and zoom, or scroll back and out. And that's how that function works. So, now that we're inside the house, you see the little person disappeared because that's the icon we're using. Let's go to the dollhouse. And now it turned into a person. Okay, let's go to the floor plan. And the floor plan will turn into the dollhouse. And this is how you control your floors. Here's your basement. And again, see my mouse cursor? I'm going to hold it and zoom in and zoom out. You can make it small and bring it in bigger. Okay? And that's how you can control this on your screen. I'm trying to get it to a happy medium here. My mouse is very sensitive. So the other thing is using your arrow keys when you're in the floor plan view, you can zoom in. Or you can zoom out with your up and down arrows. I'm zooming out, I'm zooming in. Once it settles down, you'll notice these things keep disappearing down here. Go back to selecting all floors. So now it's going to show all the floors. Now I'm going to look at the dollhouse view. You can turn it, zoom it, whatever you need to do. And that's how these functions work. This is your floor selector. This will change between your floor plan, which it's showing now, because we're in dollhouse view. If we're in floor plan view, this changes to the dollhouse icon. So we can get back to that. And that's how this whole thing works. It's very simple once you understand it. The last bit I'm going to explain is up here. Hit this drop down, shows Tom Hamilton's information. This is your contact information as a client. You can show less of it, and that is so the patient or the client can look through and pull down your info when they want it and get it out of their way when they're walking through the house. They can also hit this arrow and remove it out of the way completely. Okay? Down here's a couple options. This little button here, you can share it. You click on this, you can simply email it. You can copy the link and add it to an email. You can throw it on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest directly from the tour. The other thing, which I'm afraid to even tell you about because technology eludes you at times, but this here is if you had virtual reality goggles and somebody wanted to do it. They could view it in virtual reality. This over here is a full screen button. You click it, brings it to full screen on your computer. You exit it, it brings you back out. And that is how all of this works. Very simple process. And this is the interactive virtual tour that people can use. And that's how it all functions. So, in closing, I hope that helps you. If you have any questions, give me a call. You got my number. Oh, one more thing. So, if you're inside the house and you're walking around and you're on the first floor, but you want to change floors, click the floor selector. Gives you all your floors. I'm going to jump right up to that top bedroom on the 4th floor. Click, and there we are. Now we're on the 4th floor. Use my arrow keys, and again, walk around through the bedroom. Okay? I want to go back down into the kitchen. Grab the floor selector. Click 2nd floor. It'll bring me to the 2nd floor, and then what I will have to do, it brings me to the first scan on that floor that it's closest to. I picked floor 2. I should have picked floor 1. But here we are back in the living room. Anyway, so that's the other thing, is you can jump floors and do whatever you want to do from there. Okay? Mouse clicks will move you forward. Arrow keys will move you forward. So I click here, I go there. The other option is I simply point in that direction, use my arrow keys, and I go there. It's the up, down, left, and right arrow keys. So I hope that helps you. Give me a call if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you soon, I'm sure. Thanks. Bye.